Yes, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's get straight into it. Literally just finished watching the David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde fight in Riyadh. And yeah, man, what can I say? The Mexican monster absolutely destroyed Anthony Yarde still. Obviously, I can't lie. I did think Benavidez was gonna win. I feel like a lot of people thought like Benavidez was gonna win. I thought it was probably gonna get it done in probably like from the ninth round onwards. He got it done in the seventh. It was a one-sided beatdown, in my opinion. One-sided beatdown. I feel like Yarde's tactics were all wrong. I didn't really get the game plan. If I'm keeping it real, I did not really understand the game plan. Obviously, the zone commentators, like in the earlier rounds, they were saying things like, "Oh, they feel like his game plan is right," but I don't know. I personally feel like if you're Anthony Yarde, you can't be trying to fight Benavidez on the back foot. Like you're literally on the back foot. All the fight, you was on the back foot. Like I didn't really understand that. Like you're on the ropes, just literally staying on the ropes. My man just letting off on you. Like so much flurries. Like bro, I'm not gonna lie. If you're fighting somebody that's a big puncher like that and throws that many combinations, brother, you gotta move, fam. You gotta force the action. Like you actually gotta force the action. I don't think you're gonna make yourself known or gain respect from Benavidez if you're just fighting on the back foot. Like how many times was David literally goading my man like, yo, like come on, like Jamie, come forward, like Jamie, let's take it there, innit? Cause my man was trying to have a war, innit? The first couple rounds, I wouldn't say Yarde looked bad. I don't think he was doing anything wrong. I feel like he was just feeling them out. I think both of them was feeling each other out, just kind of seeing what go on. To be honest, I thought it would even start earlier than that. Like the actual intensity of the fight, I thought it would actually like start cranking up quite quickly in it, but obviously I think it started cranking up probably round 4. I'd say round 4 is when I said, yeah, this is gonna be a gruesome fight. Even though there's a bit, I think in round 4 there's a bit where Yarde is on the ropes, and then I think it's round 4 where Yarde's on the ropes and he's literally holding I think it's Benavidez's right hand. I think it's his right hand, and literally Yarde's just teeing off on him, and the ref didn't even stop it. Obviously, if you've got one hand in play and my man's literally obstructing your hand, the ref doesn't really actually need to stop it, innit? Teeing off on him, like, I don't know, he probably got through like 12, 14, 15 punches on my man. I was thinking, no, like, bro, like, you can't just be on the ropes with this guy. You can't just be laying on the ropes. Like, that laying on the ropes thing, just taking punches, like, you can't be a flipping punch sponge. Like, it's not that type of fight, bro. Like, it's not that type of fight where you're going to be taking relentless digs from this man and think you're going to be able to actually still have anything left to even give back. Because from how I was looking at the fight, like, he started losing the fight when I feel like he accepted that I'm going to be on the back foot and I'm going to try and... Cause I think, don't get it twisted, at first I feel like Yarde was trying to fight back with him. So I feel like I was trying to punch with him. So anytime Benavidez is throwing like a combination of punches, I feel like Yarde will try to get one in, which kind of like obstructs and kind of stops Benavidez's flow. So he never really got to tee off on him properly in the first couple rounds. Like I feel like he was still trying to work his angles on Yarde and see the distance and this and that, innit? But like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. After a while, you can't just be trying to just break up the combinations. You have to be throwing some combinations. Like Yarde wasn't really throwing bag of combinations like bam bam. Like it wasn't like a thing where he was jabbing his head off or really super working his jab like that. I feel like I could have worked his jab a bit more. Even when he was throwing a jab, I don't feel like he was throwing a jab with mad conviction or like actually trying to damage my man. I don't know if he was really trying to damage Benavidez when he was throwing the jab, innit? And I feel like I could have threw the jab a lot more. Obviously, like he's you have to commend him, innit? Like that's the thing. Like even though like I don't give Yarde 1 round, I did not give Yarde 1 round. You kind of have to commend him, innit? Like you have to give him credit for going in there and obviously give him what he's got to give, innit? But it just wasn't enough, mate. Like it just wasn't enough. I feel like David Benavidez is just a couple levels above Anthony Yarde, and I feel like he proved it in there. I wouldn't give Yarde 1 round like that whole fight. I wouldn't give Yarde 1 round. I think the ref stopped it at the right time. It was a great stoppage in my opinion. Yeah, like I don't know where Yarde goes from there. I don't know where he goes from here still. Obviously, the Joshua Buatsi fight is still out there. There's some good domestic British level scraps that he can go for. I still think Yarde is a fringe world level. I still think Yarde is fringe world level, innit? Like I don't know if I would say he's world class, because every time he stepped up to the world class like plate, like he's not he hasn't been able to deliver in it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, anytime he's stepped up to like a world class level, he hasn't met the mark in it. So for me to say he's world class just because he's hanged with them, like, I don't know if that's fair. I can say he's fringe. I can say he's definitely past European level, but like the level just below world class. That's why I say Anthony Yarde is, because it's like David Benavidez has came up to light heavy, and obviously a lot of people were saying, has his power came up? Has his power came up? I feel like he's showing it in there tonight. I feel like he's showing that his power is still there. I feel like he's showing that he can get people out of their car. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if that fight kept on going on, if the ref didn't stop it, like, I feel like Anthony Yarde would have been in a crazy in a crazy shape. Would have been worse for wear. Like, I can't lie, because like even his eye, I think it was his right eye or left eye was underneath his eye. I think they were saying like his orbital bone or something like that. He just looked mash up. Like, from when his nose started bleeding, I think his nose started bleeding, and I think it was the sixth round, like the last minute of the sixth round. That's when his nose started bleeding. That's when the trouble started. Like, do you know what I mean? The trouble really set in, because I feel like I could see that was troubling him, innit? I could see the blood pouring was troubling, because he kept on dabbing at his nose, dabbing at his face. So it was definitely giving him an issue. And the writing was just on the wall from then, innit? Like, it was a wrap from then, innit? But all in all, I think it was a great fight. I really enjoyed it still. I feel like it was a one-sided beatdown, from my opinion, from how I was watching it, from how I was seeing it. It was a one-sided beatdown. I didn't really understand Anthony Yarde's game plan like that. I thought like, you fighting on the back foot, I just don't know what you're trying to gain from that. Like, you can't fight somebody like Benavidez on the back foot and just allow him to be the person who's just applying mad pressure on you, like, throughout the whole fight. He's the one coming forward. He's the one initiating the exchanges. You can't do that. You're not gonna get no respect from my man. He's not gonna, all right, cool. Just like, he's just gonna take your head off, mate. Like, that's what he's on. Do you know what I mean? And he proved that in there tonight, innit? And I feel like Anthony Yarde, like, not to say if he applied the pressure, he would have won. But I feel like if he applied more pressure and was more offensive and actually working that jab more, like, work the jab more. You two throw some combinations, bro. Like, throw some combinations. I feel like if he done that, it would have give a better account for himself. Cause obviously this is his third time trying for a world title, and I feel like this was his worst performance, worst display. Do you know what I mean? And it's not, I don't think it's a case of he hasn't got it anymore. I don't think it's a that thing. I just feel like the game plan for this particular fight was just a bit off. I don't think that was the game plan I thought he would have taken. I feel like he would have just came there just all on smoke. So like, not all on smoke to the point where like you're neglecting your defense. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say, but just like apply the pressure a bit more. Be a bit more offensive. Don't just be calm being on the back foot. Don't just be calm just being on the ropes. That being on the ropes thing, I do not understand that. We just literally just seen what, 4 or 5 weeks ago, how Fabio Wally stopped Joseph Parker. Cause my man just literally just hanging on the ropes, and you're just letting the man tee off on you. Mad combinations. If you're not doing anything, you're just giving the ref a opportunity to stop it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think this is a call for early stoppage or anything. I think there was a justified stoppage. I think it was great, innit? But I'm saying, like, when you're just on the ropes like that, just baking off on the ropes, and somebody's just teeing off on you relentlessly, like, bro, and you're not really giving much back, you're not really giving much answers back. It's like, bro, like, the writing's on the wall, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like this one, it didn't go how Anthony Yarde wanted it to go, but I feel like a lot of the blame is on him and the game plan, like the tactics they felt like they needed to execute for this fight. I don't think that was the right tactics. I don't think that was the right game plan. But great win for David Benavidez. He mentioned he's moving up to cruiserweight. Like, even that, when I heard that, I was thinking, raw, like, so you basically lined up another fight before you even finished this fight. That means he was overly confident that he was going to beat Anthony Yarde, and obviously he got the job done in it. So really great win for David Benavidez. But yeah, it'll be good to see where Yarde goes from here. I don't think this is the end of the road. I don't think it's that type of result. I don't think he gave the best account for himself, but I feel like he's still got a few more fights in him that he can give the fight fans, innit? But yeah, that's been my immediate reaction to the fight. I'm gonna probably rewatch the fight again, rewatch the whole card tomorrow, and obviously do a further video talking about the undercard as well, the other fights on the card. The Devin Haney fight, that was a really good fight. That was a really good fight. I feel like Devin showing a different side to him that I didn't even know that he still had in it, and it was really good to see. The Bam Rodriguez fight again. Bam's a special fighter still. Bam's a very special fighter. But yeah, I'm gonna do a separate video probably tomorrow when I rewatch the fights, and I'll talk about the undercard as well. But yeah, no, great fight card. Anthony Yarde, it's all right, mate. Come again, it's all good. You tried, you dared to be great, all of that. You know what I'm trying to say? You just came up short this time, innit? But it's all good. You come again, innit? But yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And love.